everybody, thanks for tuning in again. Now I'm getting the impression that people are starting to feel a little bit down, a little bit grumpy, a little bit irritated, so I think we need some feel-good factor for our lockdown. How do you feel about that? Good plan? Well, today's going to be a little introduction to Thursday's video where we are going to get into the nitty-gritty. Okay, we're going to be talking about animal adaptation, but today I'm going to give you a little taster of that. But the real point of today is to make you smile, make you feel good again. I know that we've all started doing the homeschooling again, so that can get a little bit tiresome, but hopefully today is going to give you that little boost that you need. And I'm going to show you some of my little favourites. Now, don't tell the other animals this, but these guys, they kind of are my favourite. Let's see how you feel. So today we're going to be meeting our meerkats. Now, in the wild, meerkats live in the Kalahari Desert in Africa. And the desert is a really hard place to live. It's really hot and dry and very little rain, which means it's a really, really hard place to find a drink. But the meerkats are extremely well adapted to living in this habitat. Now, adaptation means when an animal has special characteristics to help them survive in their environment. So let's take a little look at our meerkats. Now, can you see they've got these black rings around their eyes? Well, these act just like sunglasses to allow them to see better in the bright sunshine of the desert. They allow the meerkats to look out for any predators, those animals that might want to eat them, such as jackals, or look out for their prey, so the animals they want to eat. Now, meerkats are omnivores, which means they like to eat everything. Now, their main source of food is bugs. They will eat everything from worms to beetles, millipedes, spiders and scorpions. They'll also eat mice, rats and even eat snakes. They will also eat plants and fruit, and this is how they get a lot of their water, because like I said, it very rarely rains in the desert, so these animals need to absorb their water from their food. Now, today is one of their favourite feed days. They're getting hard-boiled eggs. Now, you can see they use their long claws to dig in the ground to find their food. Now, I've buried crickets and locusts in the sand, so they have to use their long nose to sniff them out and then their long claws to dig them out. Now, you might also notice they've got this pattern on their fur. Now, each meerkat's pattern is unique to that meerkat. It's a little bit like our fingerprints. But it also helps them to camouflage, to blend in to where they live, so predators can't see them as easily. Now, can you also see the black tip to their tail? Now, this is unique to each family of meerkats. You might have seen them on TV when they get into a fight with another group of meerkats and their tails stand straight up. Now, this is a way for them to be able to identify each other, so they can see each other easily in battle. It's a little bit like holding up a flag to tell each other which team you're on. So in the heat of the moment, you don't actually accidentally have a fight with Auntie Barbara or Uncle John or something like that. It's very handy. Now, meerkats, they live underneath the ground and they use their long claws to create a system of tunnels. Now, why do you think they want to live underneath the ground? To hide from predators? It's a good idea. They actually make lots of different entrances and exits to their burrow, which makes for a great escape if a predator actually gets in. Now, also, by making a shelter underneath the ground, they're able to cool off from the hot desert sun. So if you imagine being outside on a hot summer's day, if you get too hot, you'd probably cool off by sitting under a nice leafy green tree. But there aren't any of those in the Kalahari Desert. So the meerkats have made their own shade underground. Very clever. Now, another adaptation they have is again to do with their eyes, because all of this digging in the sand could very easily damage their eyes. But they've got this clear protective membrane that shields their eyes from the dirt when they're digging. And their ears can close tightly to stop dirt getting in. How incredible is that? Now, as you can see, they are constantly on the go. They always have a job to do. Now, we have 10 meerkats in total, and they all take it in turn to look out for danger, and this is called being on sentry duty. And they will stand on their back legs, stretch up as tall as they can to be able to see as far as possible. And they often do this while standing on as high a spot as possible. And in our meerkat enclosure, we've made lots of different levels for them, so they're able to get as high as they want,
and need to be.
Well, I hope you enjoyed meeting our meerkats. I've had lots of people request meerkats, so there you go. I think, well, you can see why they are my secret favourite. You could just sit there and watch them all day, and sometimes I do. Now, I think it's really, really important at this time, while we're in lockdown, is to just appreciate that some people can get really, really lonely. I can totally sympathise with that. I'm doing the animal care on my own at the moment. Our team is not in, it's just me. So I would really, really appreciate a little hello, a little question, a little chat with people, and I think other people would as well. So please feel free to use our little animal workshops page to do that. Reach out, we all love animals, let's chat animal, and hopefully that will help some people in isolation at the moment. Now, I want to say a huge thank you to everybody that has donated towards our animal care fund. We haven't quite reached our target yet, but we are well on our way. So please, can I ask, if you haven't already, or if you have already, please can you spare a couple of pounds just to pop in there. As you probably know by now, our income is zilch. We've got no money coming in, yet we've got lots of mouths to feed. So any donation that you could make towards our animal care fund, we would be so grateful. All the details can be found in the comments and also in the pinned post at the top of our page. Now, I hope you're looking forward to Thursday's video. I am looking forward to doing it, and I shall see you then. Have a lovely few days.